We're here at the NFL draft event NFL fantasy draft event in Vancouver, and I'm here with none other than the legendary Joe Montana, Pro Football Hall of Famer, four-time Super Bowl champion. Joe, welcome to Vancouver. How are you liking it so far?
Oh, I've been here a number of times. It's a beautiful place. Beautiful. Flying in this morning, spectacular.
Joe, I can ask you a lot of questions about your amazing career in the NFL, but really our audience here is the kids who are playing minor football across this country. Tell me about what your favorite memories are playing football growing up.
Well, I hated to run sprints. I remember that. But no, I mean, I think the funny part about it is like a lot of the other sports that I played, I can remember bits and pieces, but I remember a lot about my football career from Pop Warner and the guys. I can still see guys' faces that I played with, back at that age, and high school even more so, and the funny things that happened. Some of them were funny now when you look back on them, like guys getting so bad cramps on their thighs one time that they popped up like that, and guys were beating on the muscles trying to get them down. But there was a lot of great fun on the field, and a lot of competition, and that's kind of where you learn the fundamentals of the game. And it's not the easiest thing to do is try to teach fundamentals every day after day after day, but that's how you get better.
You mentioned learning about the fundamentals. Obviously, a lot of coaches, especially when you're younger, would have had a big impact on you. Just can you talk a little bit about the work that a lot of these guys put into the game, and a lot of them are volunteers at that level as well.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of great volunteers that like for me, my father he volunteered, knew nothing about. I mean, loved sports, but didn't know about fundamentals, so he actually went into books and started reading about it. But the nice thing that happened for me was if you can find someone that's been there, played at that level, and played or a level or two above, and that has had success, that can help teach, so you understand and get the proper mechanics, whether it's throwing, catching, blocking, tackling, doesn't matter. I was fortunate because I had a college All-American who was coaching me in high school, so it made things a little bit easier for me to keep with the fundamentals.
I'll switch gears a little bit now to talk about the NFL. In recent years, there's been a great influx of great young quarterbacks. We've seen guys like RG3, Andrew Luck, and obviously just down the I-5 from us, Russell Wilson. Is there one guy that kind of reminds you of yourself?
No, I never try to say somebody reminds me of somebody, not even just myself, but hey, he reminds me of this guy or that guy. I always say to the guys that it's great to watch the other guys and maybe try to, if you like the motion or you think that the motion is similar to yours, just try to do things like that. But you should always try to be yourself, because you know what you do best, and you may think you're Russell Wilson or RG3, and you may not be. So sometimes you have to trust somebody else also to tell you that.
Who are you picking to win it all?
After watching last night's game, I think it's going to be tough for Seattle not to repeat, unless some tragic happens to them along the way and they just get off track. But they looked very good last night. I think the other team in the NFC is a little further down the road in San Francisco. They didn't have a very good preseason. That's the only thing that scares me about them, that makes me a little leery. If they can get back on track, got a couple things, kind of get them steering in the wrong direction right now. But they're very talented, another very talented team. But AFC-wise, I think you look at Denver, New England, and another scary team that defense has gotten a lot better is San Diego.
Well, Joe, thank you for taking the time. Is there anything else that you want to tell the amateur football family in British Columbia?
Well, I'm just hoping that the teachers and the government can get together and get all the kids back in school, and that way guys can have a lot of fun playing high school football.
Joe, thank you very much. It's an honor.